So the other day, Elon Musk gave a speech at a conference, IAC, concerning the future of SpaceX and their quest to colonize Mars. Now, there were several things that I found very interesting about this conference. The first being that they're already considering, or they actually plan on doing it, is phasing out the Falcon 9 rockets, including the Falcon 9 Heavy and the Dragon capsules. Now I find this ironic because they haven't even launched the Falcon Heavy yet. They plan on doing that in November, but they plan on replacing it with an entirely new beast. They don't have an actual official name for it yet, but it can carry about 100 passengers on it and is meant for long-time space exploration. Now, normally I would kind of brush this kind of information off and not take it very seriously. But the thing is, I've come to really like Elon Musk. He's really grown on me. Him and I don't see eye to eye on all matters, whether it be politics or philosophy. But I gotta hand it to the guy. He's a doer. He gets things done. Because SpaceX has managed to land 16 consecutive Falcon 9s back on the landing pad. They were the first to do this. They did it back, I believe, in 2014 the first time, or somewhere around there. And they've done 16 in a row since. It's really impressive. So I have reasons to take Elon seriously at these kind of press briefings that he gives. And what else I like about Elon is he's not a very good public speaker. He fumbles through his words, but that's what I like so much about him. The guy is a humble guy. He's a generous guy. I like that about him. I like that he's real and down to earth, and also that he gets things done. So when he says that they plan on starting to colonize Mars in 2022 would be the first cargo missions to Mars, and then 2024 they actually plan on sending the first people there. I tend to give him the benefit of any doubt. Sometimes his launches get delayed, like the Falcon 9's been delayed to November, and it was supposed to launch over the summer originally. But you know what? That's all forgivable because when he does launch things, he does them right. And I respect that. And I like how he's so transparent. He likes to inform the public. He's open to the public. I mean, they broadcast their launches on YouTube, for Pete's sake. I like how he's real with the public. He tells them what he plans on doing with SpaceX and how he plans on accomplishing that. So financially, and I found this also very interesting, he plans on basically taking commercial airlines and making it space. He plans on turning his new rockets that can carry up to, at least 100 passengers, into commercial airlines, basically, that don't fly in the air. They fly in space, which would cut the time down on a commute anywhere around the world within an hour. They said on average it's about a half hour, halfway around the world. That's crazily insane. It's so awesome. And that's how they would help fund their mission to Mars. And he also said they still plan on doing a moon base. He said that should have been done by now, but they're gonna get that done. So it's a real exciting time to be alive, and that's what brought me to make this video. I want to speak directly to the younger generation that maybe that's you just don't know what you want to do. Let me just stress, I mean, this is almost like the 1950s and 60s all over again. We have a new kind of space race, and it's between public and private, government versus, private commercial companies, and also other countries. And the technology is there to make it exciting. So if you don't know what you want to be when you grow up, so to speak, you should definitely consider any sort of STEM program. If I were to be a couple of decades younger and I were to do it all over again, I would seriously consider doing aeronautical engineering, go into the Navy, because that's why I was in the Navy, do Navy as a pilot, fighter pilot, whatever, and then become a test pilot. That's the old, Mercury 7 way of doing it. Because if I were to go to space, I'd like to fly, not just be a passenger. But if that doesn't interest you, maybe you're just into engineering, fine, do mechanical engineering, some sort of engineering, robotics, something, and get really good at it. Invest all your time into it. Elon has said that his employees don't have to have a college degree, and I really respect that. The thing is, if you don't have a college degree, you're gonna have to teach yourself or find another way of learning these skills. And there are other ways. There are trade schools and what have you. And you can be self-taught. I mean, I've taught myself many things. I know a lot of other people have. It all comes down to, are you willing to be so good at something you will lead the way in that particular area, in that field? Whether you go to college to get to that point, or you find some other way where you teach yourself, that's up to you. But maybe engineering doesn't interest you. Maybe you don't like math. I don't know. Consider going into geology. Who else are they going to need on Mars? They're going to need geologists, chemists. That's how they plan on making fuel once they touch down on Mars. You need to know chemistry. Botany, all right? You like gardening, go into botany. There's also physicians. They're going to need doctors, okay? So there's plenty of fields, plenty of areas for you to get into. And so if you're in high school or junior high, middle school, whatever, or even in 5th or 6th grade, 4th grade, whatever, or you know what, if you're in your 20s or 30s, 40s, if you have the desire to learn these skills because you want to be a part of this kind of endeavor that's currently happening, you can do it. You can do it. Look into preparing now. Now is the time to start, to educate yourself, to make yourself the best you can be in whatever particular skill you decide to pursue. And maybe one day you can work for a private space company or NASA, or maybe you can start your own. All right, that was just my 2 cents. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay righteous, and God bless.